You keep them niggas right beside of you. How many gon' ride for you? How many gon' ride? Where they gon' slide?
What's up, you guys? It's Alyssa here, back with another YouTube video. You know what I'm saying? Alyssa's Inspirations, you know. And today I'm going to give you guys an inspirational talk, you know what I'm saying? And it's going to just basically excuse all these particles. It's a whole bunch of dust. Literally, like if you can see like little stuff flying, it's dust. Like I just took my reading light away and it's like a whole bunch of dust coming from it. I guess I do not know. It's like a whole bunch of dust particles and a whole bunch of particles from the light. I think it's coming from the light. It may not be dust. I think it's just coming from the light, but excuse that. But in this video, we're going to talk about how to overcome insecurities. So we all have insecurities. We all have quirks and flaws and things that we don't like about ourselves or things that we are insecure about. So I'm going to help you overcome your insecurities by giving you some tips and things that you can do to help you overcome these things and to be confident and to love yourself throughout life. Before I get into this video, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and let's get right into this video. So the first thing that I want to say is that you have to accept everything when you are dealing with your insecurities. So what I mean by that is, like, you have to accept everything about yourself. So that's something that you have to just, like, especially if you don't have the money, if you want to change it. Let's say you want to change something that's physically and you don't have the money to change it, then of course just accept it. Especially like when it comes to personality, just accept your personality. You don't want to be like nobody else. I mean, you want to be original. You don't want to be a copy. You want to be an original. You know, God created you and he created you as his precious masterpiece. So be happy with who you are and just accept who you are. So you have to accept everything when you're trying to overcome your insecurities. So that means accept your flaws, you know, everything about you. Like if you can't change it, then accept it. If you can't change, like if you're on the inside of you, if you want to change it, then you can change it. But for the most part, just accept majority of everything about you. Please just accept it all, because at the end of the day, you are so loved and beautiful in so many different ways. God created you as you are. And you know, you don't have to change anything. You shouldn't want to change anything, but I know that there are some things that you may want to change, especially if it's good for your health. If it's good for your health, then of course you can change it. I mean, I have no problem with that. I have no problem with, you know, things like plastic surgery and all that type of stuff. If you want to do that, you want to change it, and then of course, yeah, you can change it. But for the most part, just, you know, basically focus on accepting yourself and accepting everything about yourself. I mean, everything, your flaws, your quirks, the way you talk, the way you walk, all of that type of stuff. Accept that, because at the end of the day, you're different. Like, it's okay to be different. Like, you want to be different. You know what I'm saying? Like, being different is something that's very, very, you're unique. You know, that's a good thing about being unique. Like, unique is something that you are, like, you have something different to bring to the table. You have something unique to bring to the table. Like, something to offer to people. You have something unique to offer. And now, maybe not a lot of people have that. You know, that makes you something, like, you make you creative. It makes you a good, like, person, like, something that stands out. It makes you a person that stands out. And when you stand out, that is something very, very good. I know some people may say, I don't want to be an outcast. You know, I don't want to stand out. But that is okay if you stand out. Your hair is different, your eye color is different, your nose is different. It's okay to stand out. Like, be happy with it and just accept it and be happy with who you are, because at the end of the day, you know, we are all different. We all are not created the same. You know what I'm saying? Like, God created us all differently. So be happy with that and just accept who you are as a person, and don't let the negativity get in the way of it. Like my last video, focusing on positivity. You know what I'm saying? Like, basically, don't let anything negative come in the way of trying to stop you from living your life. So try your best to just accept yourself and don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Honey, just accept who you are and love yourself enough to know that, you know, I am enough and I am worth it. The next thing I want us to talk about is to stop comparing yourself. So stop comparing yourself to other people. So what I mean by that is, stop comparing yourself to these people on social media. Stop comparing your life to the people on social media. Stop comparing yourself to the people around you when you go to school or whatever. I mean, we're in a pandemic right now, but you know, if you are at school and you're not doing it online, stop comparing yourself to the people around you at school. You know, stop comparing your life to other people, because at the end of the day, you know, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. We all created, God created a different path for everybody to go on. You know what I'm saying? Like he created a different life for everybody. Your life is not going to be the same as somebody else's. It's not. It's your life. It's your life. So don't let anything negative come in the way of that. And like basically just understand, like, hey, I need to stop comparing myself to other people. So stop looking at people on social media and like comparing your body to them. Like for my females out there, stop comparing yourself to these Instagram bodies, you know, the slim, thick, and all this and that. Stop comparing yourself to that. Say, I'm too skinny, or I'm too fat, or I'm too thick, or whatever you want to call it. Stop saying that and stop doubting yourself, because at the end of the day, comparison it's a thief of joy. It steals your joy away when you compare yourself to other people, because like you're comparing yourself and it's not even worth it. Like you honestly just like sitting here looking at somebody else's life and you're like downgrading your life. That's basically what you're doing. You're downgrading your life when you're comparing yourself to other people, and like you're looking at them and say, oh, their life is better than mine. And that's not even true. We all have a different life. Just because they are successful and you're not where you want to be at, you don't know what they had to do to get to that point, whether it was good or bad. You do not know what they had to do to get to that point. So like, don't compare your life to other people, because you are not at the point to where you want to be in life. You will get to that point and you will succeed and be successful in life. Just because you're not there yet does not mean that you're any less. So when you're comparing yourself, don't think that you're any less of a person, because you're not. You're just as enough. We're all equal. We are all loved. We are all God's children. So don't sit up here and just like, you know, compare yourself to the point to where you're just so overwhelmed. It makes you, when you're comparing yourself, it makes you so overwhelmed to the point to where you're just like, man, like I wish I had that. I wish I had this and that. I wish I was like this person. I wish I was like that person. Like, no. Like I said, you don't want to be a copy. You want to be an original. I will link that video down below about my Motivation Monday about don't be a copy, be an original. Basically, I just explained about how you need to be yourself and to love yourself and not focus on trying to be someone else and stop comparing yourself. But basically, like, you just don't need to compare yourself at all. Don't compare yourself to other people, because it's not good, and it's not going to help you in any way or form. It's going to steal your joy. Like I said, it's a thief of joy. The next thing that I want to talk about is how to be confident. So basically, when you be confident, you have to love yourself to the fullest and know that you are all that, honey. Like, you got to know that you all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to love yourself to the fullest and be confident with how you look, how you dress, how you talk, how you walk, all of that. You gotta love yourself to the point to where you just like, man, like I don't care what nobody has to say about me. Anything negative that comes my way, they can like screw them. Get out the way, like out my way. I'm not about negativity. I'm about positivity, and just get out my way. That's how you gotta be when you be confident, when you love yourself. You can't let nobody come in and try to take over your life and try to get in the way of your life. Like, for all my ladies out there, especially when it comes to men, because I know men can like come in and try to control you and try to do this and try to do that. Like, honey, do not let them do that. Cut them off. And what I'm saying. Same thing with friends. Friends come in and try to tell you, you know, you need to dress like this. You need to have your hair like this. You know, you need to wear your makeup like this. If you want to wear makeup, if you're a person who likes to wear makeup, then wear makeup. If you don't want to wear makeup, you don't gotta wear makeup. Let's just get that out the way in this video. Like, be happy with who you are. If you're a person who likes to wear shorts, wear your shorts. If you're a person who likes to wear dresses, wear your dresses. You know what I'm saying? If you're a person who likes to wear comfy clothes like sweatpants and hoodies, then we'll rock that. You know what I'm saying? Person who likes to like get all dressed up, then rock yourself all dressed up. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't let anything come in the way of trying to stop you from being confident within yourself. You gotta love yourself and not care what nobody has to say. I don't care if they're your family. I don't care if they're your friends. I don't care if people you go to school with. I don't care if people at your job. I do not care. Like, honestly, you cannot care what nobody has to say about you. You gotta be confident in yourself and confident when following your dreams. It's not just about appearance and how you look and how you talk. It's about following your dreams too. When you want to do something in life, and there are things that you want to do, things that you want to succeed and achieve, whatever it may be, like, you have to be confident in that. And like, basically be like, you know what, I don't care what nobody says. I am going to follow this dream, and I am going to follow this vision that God has put on my heart, and I'm going to make it. Like, don't be like, okay, I don't know. Let's say you don't want to go to college and it's another career that you want to do. I don't know if I can do that because Other people are gonna say some things. They're gonna say like, "Why wouldn't you want to go to college?" You can't worry about what nobody has to say when it comes to your life. You can't worry about what nobody has to say, because it's your life, it's your decision. You make your own decisions. Make that decision. Like, you gotta like love yourself and like follow your dreams, and just really just don't care what nobody has to say. Like, don't care like the people that they like the noise that's in your ear. The noise that's in your ear, you gotta let go of that noise. You gotta like shut it off, turn it off with the remote, and listen to God's voice. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta turn on God's voice, turn on Jesus inside your ear. You know what I'm saying? And listen to him, and listen to your heart. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen to your heart and understand that, you know what, I know what I want to do in life. I know what God has placed on my heart for me to do in my life, and I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna achieve that. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what nobody says. This is what my God has put on my heart. Whether somebody like it, whether somebody don't like it, I don't care, because I love it. It's my passion. It's my talent, and I'm gonna achieve it. And I'm gonna succeed in it. You know what I'm saying? You can't worry about what nobody got to say. You cannot worry about what anybody has to say in your life at all. So that's what I want to say when it comes to being confident. The next thing that I want to say is go to God. So this I made this last because like we can forget sometimes. Like, after all this thing, accepting yourself, all this, like, all this comes from God. Like, you got to go to God and literally talk to him and help him. And he'll help you to get to the point to where you are confident in life, to the point where you will accept everything, to the point where you will stop comparing yourself. It all starts with the man above. You got to be faithful and trust in him. Have faith in him and trust in him. You have to be like very, very faithful to God. Like, you have to like have faith in God and really understand, like, hey, like, you go to God and ask him, like, I want to be confident. I want to love myself. I want to overcome these insecurities. Because these insecurities are things that will make you beautiful. The insecurities make you beautiful. That's one thing I want to say when it comes to insecurities. They make you beautiful. And they are like, your imperfections make you beautiful. Your imperfections are things that God like designed. Like, he like literally designed you. Like, he created you in his own image. You know what I'm saying? Like, so don't get up here, go and sit up here and like down yourself to the point where like, okay, I'm not loved because of this one little insecurity. I don't know what it is, what you may think that it might be, but to someone else, that might be beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Your insecurity might be beautiful to someone else. You know what I'm saying? So don't sit up here and let the negativity stop you from succeeding and doing the things that you want to do in life. And back to going to God, you have to go to God about everything. You have to go to him and ask him, say, God, I want to accept myself. I want to love myself. I want to be confident within myself. I want to stop comparing myself. You know what I'm saying? And he will teach you. He will tell you how to go. You have to go read his word. Read his word so you can understand what to do and what not to do. Because at the end of the day, none of us are perfect. We all are not perfect. We're not like Jesus. We are trying our best to be like Jesus. You know what I'm saying? So we are all trying our best to be like Christ. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we are all God's children. We are all loved. And, you know, we all have to just focus on the fact that, you know, like, we have to just love ourselves because we are loved by God. That's like point blank, period. Like, you are loved by God. So you do not have to sit up here and like, don't love yourself because of insecurities, because you are already loved by God, honey. And one last thing that I want to say also is that it all takes time. You will grow and flourish over time. It's not going to happen overnight. It may not happen next week. It may not happen next month. It may not happen next year, but it will happen. Have faith in God and trust in God that you will be confident one day. You'll be fully on confident. Now, you may not be fully confident to like 100% confident, but you will be like 80% or like 90% confident within yourself, because we're all not perfect. We all make mistakes. As you grow older, you make mistakes. So of course you're not going to be 100% confident, but you will be confident enough that it's enough for the Lord. Anything is enough for the Lord. to be honest. Like, no matter what mistakes you made, no matter what you did in your past, it does not matter, but you are enough for God. And that's a whole nother video. But yeah, like, you got to be confident within yourself, and you got to love yourself and let go of those insecurities, because those insecurities literally, sometimes those insecurities can hold you back, but don't let those insecurities hold you back. Embrace those insecurities. This goes back to accepting yourself. Like, embrace those insecurities. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't let those insecurities stop you from doing you and being you. Don't let those insecurities stop you from living life to the fullest. Okay, so that's all I have for this video today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.